Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply. The pit barrel is back. The original size, the PBX, and the new Badger barrel. The Badger barrel does it all and more with a great price and great quality. Can you do this on your grill? I didn't think so. You can on the Badger. It's hot with an attitude to match. Pit barrels are easy to use. Get your pit barrel at Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply in Ottawa. All right, welcome everybody to the Owl's Nest Barbecue Catch-Up Show Wednesday night here, high atop White Oak Mountain in the beautiful suburb of Ottawa, Tennessee. I'm joined by my buddy and my neighbor, Pete Branton. He's to my right. That would be to your, no, he's to my left, to your right. And down there we have Billy Holland from Rossville. What's up, Billy?
Just hanging out.
You doing okay?
Yeah,
you getting
good.
ready? Getting ready for the big event Saturday.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in just a little bit. Pete, everything good with you?
Man, everything's great, Steve.
Pete, you're coming off a big golf trip. Sober up yet?
Oh, yeah, barely. It was a great trip though down to Myrtle Beach. Look forward to that every year.
Myrtle Beach, a nice area, isn't it?
Very nice area.
How many rounds of golf did y'all get in?
We played 18 holes, six of them. So,
6 rounds. That's pretty good. That's a lot of golf.
Yeah, that's a lot of golf.
It is a lot of golf. Drank a lot. Ain't gonna lie about that either. But we had a good time, Steve. It was just a lot of guys who worked together for years, getting together, and of course we ate brisket. Right? Took that brisket with me down there.
How did that go? We didn't talk about that.
So it's fantastic. They love the brisket. More than anything, I took some hot slaw and I took the apple habanero sauce. Mm-hmm. So I made their sandwiches for them. And oh my gosh, it was like breakfast the next morning. They fixed biscuits and put brisket on their biscuits. They had a great time.
We sent the brisket that I bought Pete, Billy, from Franklin Barbecue. We sent that to Myrtle Beach.
Oh yeah.
And so they apparently liked that, huh?
Loved it. Good.
Yeah, that's good brisket.
Did you tell him you cooked it, or did you admit it come from Franklin?
I don't ever tell nobody I cooked something I didn't cook.
Nah, just kidding you.
Yeah, I cooked this brisket. It's the greatest brisket in the world. Certified. I love it. Hey, thanks for joining us, guys. We appreciate it. Everybody at home, thanks for watching. We appreciate it too. We're going to talk with Billy in just a little bit. Billy's getting ready for a contest. And we're going to give you a little insight to get how people get ready for contest. It's a fun weekend at Billy, the week before the contest.
Oh yeah, a little stressful, a little running around here and there.
Yeah. You know, I usually tell everybody what David's going to be previewing on his Butcher Barbecue product review show. But he's struggling with his video for some reason. I'm gonna have to call him up tomorrow, Pete, and help him out.
Yeah, maybe we can help him figure out what's going on.
Yeah, we need to get David back on the group. We need to get him back on Facebook and YouTube. And because I love those little videos he does when he reviews his products. You know what, Billy, he goes in depth on them, and as a retailer, you know, it helps me to understand, you know, his products.
Yeah.
And I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Coming up, let me just go run down the schedule that's coming up here, everybody. Battle Below the Clouds is this Saturday, April the 20th, up at Ruby Falls. We'll be talking about that at length. Of course, the big day, April 23rd, next Tuesday, April 23rd, the Al's Barbecue Hot Dog Stand opens.
Yep.
And we hope that you'll come and join us. We hope we have a big turnout. We'll be serving our Kirkland Costco hot dogs, the regular and the quarter pound. And we'll also have pulled pork and we'll have brisket. And it's
great prices on that menu.
They're good, isn't it? It's good. That's right on.
Prices, yeah.
I did a lot of searching different places, and I wanted to come in. Pete, I wanted to come in, at the right price on everything, and I think we are. I think we are.
It's on the mark. Yep.
For value and what you're going to get to eat, I think we're going to be right on it. And of course, on May the 11th, that's a Saturday. The Big Pig Feast is going to be, or the Big Pig Fest rather, is going to be down at the First Horizon Pavilion. Of course, Al's Nest Barbecue will be there. Billy, you'll be teaming up with us, won't you?
Yep, sure will.
And we have our team down there, and we'll be doing pork butts, and we're going to be doing another meat that you will not want to miss. This is a People's Choice and a turn-in contest. So we're looking for a good turnout, a lot of fun, and we hope to bring that trophy back to Ottawa, where it rightfully belongs. Right, guys?
Yep.
That's right. Shake your head up and down. Say that's right. Don't forget, we've got at store. Bill, you were in last Saturday. Pete, you're in all the time. Man, we are there. I don't have no room to put anything else.
No, it's packed to the brim.
It's packed. Folks, I'm going to say this: if you want it and we don't have it, you don't need it.
That's it.
I don't know what else to say. We got the flavors, we got the rubs, we got the sauces, we got the grills, we got the smokers, we got high dollar ones, we got low dollar ones, we got them in the middle. We've got regular charcoal grill. If you just want an regular old charcoal grill, we've got it. If you want a little tailgater charcoal grill under $100, we've got it. We've got something to fit your price. I promise you, at the Al's Nest Barbecue Supply Store in Ottawa. We'll be there, of course, all week, and of course this Saturday. Always looking for a big day on Saturdays. Saturday's a fun day to be at the store. Billy came in Saturday. You spent about a couple hours there, didn't you, Billy?
Yeah, just hung out a little bit. Yeah,
talking to people as they came in, and it's a lot of fun. And we hope to see you there as well. All right, Billy, let's talk about getting ready for a barbecue contest. This is a lot of fun, and if you've never been to a contest, the week before it's fun, it's hectic, it's confusing sometimes unless you have and we'll get into that. We'll get into scheduling a little bit. Well, Billy, let's get into your schedule. Do you write one down and try to follow it before a comp, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday competition?
I usually try to make a list, and I'll just go through the week and I'll check off as I get things together, try to get things all in one area, and make sure I got everything in my totes loaded, all my utensils I need, just a checklist of materials, and, because you're going to forget something anyway, but
yeah. Do you, they give you the meat up there, don't they?
Yeah. They supply 2 racks of ribs and a 9 to 10 pound pork butt and 12 drummies on the wings. They don't give you flats, just drumettes. So
no flats.
No.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
The flats are the best part.
I don't know if they figured the drums are a little harder to cook, so it kind of, brings out the best in you or what. I don't know, but that's what they've always done, though.
We need to talk to Hugh Morrow about that. I've got a problem with that, Hugh. Like he cares. Okay. So you don't have to prep the meat that week.
No, you just
in a regular contest. You're trimming meat. You're getting it ready. To take to the contest.
When do they give you the meat, Billy?
Whenever you get there, I'll get there. I'll probably go up there about 4:00 when you get there Friday evening and check in. And whenever you check in, they'll give you your meat, your swag bag, and give you a spot and whatever.
Okay.
What's in that swag bag?
Usually they give you an apron and passes to Ruby Falls and passes to the zip line. And last year they had a Stanley thermos in there with Ruby Falls logo on it.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice little bag to give you.
Pete, you know Sarah used to work for Stanley
No, I
before
didn't
she
know
went
that.
to work for North Face.
Did not know that.
She only worked there a few months. Well, my daughter, Billy, used to work for Stanley Thermos.
Yeah.
And man, you talk about in the short while that she worked there, you talk about the Stanley swag we got.
Yeah, I bet.
Those are good thermoses. You know, they
Yeah,
make
they are.
that classic, I call it the steel workers thermos. You know,
Oh, yeah.
it's got
That's,
little cup.
I
It's
remember my
green.
grandfather going to work at the railroad. He carried his metal lunchbox and his Stanley thermos.
I have 3 or 4 of those old Stanley
I
thermoses.
still got his old thermos out in the garage. So
And of course, you know, the most famous one is the one that came from the movie The Accountant. It's got the big dent in it where he hit that guy in the head.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if y'all saw some time back, but, you know, Stanley they came out with those new cups. They, you know, hold ice, you can drink coffee or whatever out of them. They look like I don't know what the.
Oh, they're real cool looking. Yeah.
But girl had a wreck and her car caught on fire and burned up. And that Stanley cup, when they put it out, finally got it put out, the Stanley cup still had ice in it, was sitting in there.
oh man.
And so they bought her a car.
No way.
Stanley bought her a car. I mean, for
That's
the
a good
story and
advertisement. You can't get much better advertisement than that.
everything, they sure did. They bought her a car.
That's pretty cool.
It's cool.
It has still had ice in it.
Still had ice in it.
Now, used to always crack me up. People would get a Yeti or something. They go, you know, this thing will hold ice all day. I said, that's good, man. Ice is so expensive. I never have to get up from my desk. If I worked in an office and I had a cup, I wouldn't want a Yeti. I wanted something where the ice would melt a lot so I could get up, walk around. I go crazy working in an office. I couldn't stand that. So you don't have to trim any meat. All right, let's see.
You have to do a little trimming, you know, when you get there, and then I'll wrap it back up, stick it in the cooler, you know, overnight or whatever. But
yeah, but you don't, not at home. I mean, you don't.
No, all week. No, you don't have none of that prepping going on.
You know, that's hard too, prepping out in the, you know, I like to, you know, it's like, especially when you do your ribs, well, you don't do chicken breast or chicken thighs, but, you know, I like it where it's cool in the kitchen, and you know, that meat's a lot easier to work with too.
Oh yeah.
Then you hand you that meat out there in the hot weather, stuff gets slimy real quick.
Yep.
So, so you're getting 2 racks of ribs, spare ribs, I guess.
Yeah, spare ribs.
And 1 pork butt.
Yep.
And 12 chicken wings.
Yep. You got to turn in 6 wings, 6 ribs, and enough for 3 judges. 2 servings each is what they want, but there's only 3 judges. Yeah.
Now, can you bring any more up there and cook it?
I guess you could cook for people's choice or something, but
I mean to turn in.
Nobody's ever checked to see if you're cooking what your meat you're cooking. So I don't know if other people do. I haven't, but
because you know, Pete, one pork butt's not enough.
Yeah, I like to have a choice in my money muscle, especially off 2 or 3 of them. I at least take 2 to a competition. Sometimes I like to do 3.
Yeah, I got to do 3.
Yeah, I like taking 3, but if I can't get 3, I'll usually take 2 at least.
Well, that's interesting. But if they limit you to 1, that does make it harder.
Yeah.
You know, if you've only got 1 pork butt to pick all the meat in, that makes it tough. You got to.
I mean, I've never asked the question, but there's nothing in the rules that say you have to cook this meat that we give you. It just says we supply the meat. So
it might be, you know, because if you screw up the money muscle,
yeah,
I mean, you're out of the contest because you know everybody else.
I think that's kind of what got me last year. I kind of overcooked it, and my money muscle was a little mushy. So
yeah,
and I shouldn't have turned it in. I should have just turned in some pulled because it was fine. But
that's interesting. That might be a better way to do it, though. You know what, Pete?
Very good.
One pork butt, 2 racks of ribs. That's a little pressure too.
Yeah, it's challenging to get some straight ribs out of there.
Yeah.
The first year I went, the meat was terrible. I told my brother, I said, we can't even turn these ribs in. They're so awful. He said, they don't know who turned them in. They don't know who it is. I said, well, you're right. And we ended up with 2nd place or 3rd place that year.
Well, that's good. So you'll get all right, let's get down where it gets nut crunching time. Wednesday night, Thursday afternoon when you get home from work and you're staring at Friday afternoon in the face. What do you be doing Thursday?
Probably just making sure my list is checked off right. Probably last minute trip to the store.
Yeah.
Make sure you get everything and then get everything kind of in one spot, load what I can, and just get prepared for Friday. Like we ain't got to be rushing around Friday.
Do they garnish the boxes, Billy?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll have to get some garnish.
Yeah.
Go store and get some fresh garnish.
I usually use kale myself.
Yeah, that's a good one to use. And but without not having to do the meat, that's you can really concentrate on making sure you got all your stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of like that. I think all contests they should furnish the meat. I really do.
And it kind of make it an even playing field too. Everybody's got the same meat from the same place.
Yeah.
Nobody's ordering some high dollar ribs offline, and coming down there cooking them just to win a trophy, but I'm sure it happens. Other contests,
So we'll
got $100 rack of ribs. Some people's got a $20 rack of ribs,
Alden's barbecue.
Yeah.
We're getting the sale. We're getting the sale ribs.
Oh yeah.
Which ones are on sale? You got any frozen ones?
Yeah.
We have those frozen ones. Hey, what will you spend the night up there?
Yeah, I usually do. I usually go on Friday and spend the night.
Okay. And what do you like? You set up a little tent or what are you sleeping in?
Usually a tent and sleep in a lawn chair.
Oh God.
Unless it rains too bad and I go get in the truck to sleep. So
yeah, it's a lot more comfortable, the truck. Now your regular partner, Mark Ellis, can't make it.
Yeah.
So you're bringing in a ringer, which I don't blame you. I admire that. And who's going to come up there and help you?
Michael Williams going to come.
Michael Williams. What a name from the past.
Yeah. I told him he's got to bring his little black book though. So
hey, if he's got that book, you grab that book. All right. And say, and when you're packing up Saturday, honestly, I don't know where it went, Michael.
Yeah.
Like
he's going to come up and help me on the ribs. So
I'd like to get a hold of that little black book.
It ought to be fun. We get to hang out together and do a little contest together.
Okay. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people there too. If that many people, you probably can know a bunch of teams that are coming.
Well, all the teams are repeat teams except for one. There's only one new team.
Oh,
I mean,
it's hard to get into this contest.
It. Yeah. Once you're in, and people who sign back up every year for it.
Yeah. I think they get first dibs, don't they? The ones
that you get first dibs on it.
If Jason Penley saying hi to us. Hey, Jason. And I believe Steve Davidson. Thanks for coming in today, Steve. Steve came in and got a bottle of rub.
Steve will be up there cooking.
Yeah, he's cooking with Scott Chase from KZ106.
Yep.
Now Owl's Nest Barbecue is going to be participating, sort of. We're loaning. I think the name of the team is it Flavor Town?
Yeah, Flavor Train.
Flavor Train. Yeah.
Flavor Train.
My buddy Ross Ballinger, who owns Creative Business Forum, CBF in Ottawa, he's on that team. And a couple of his buddies are on that team.
Yeah, they usually do pretty well. So I have to look out for them. Yeah,
but so we're loaning them one of our new Old Country Pits gravity feed.
Yeah.
So they'll be cooking on that. Do you want me to tell him to make sure he cooks at about 400 degrees, Billy?
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
Want me to give him some pointers?
Tell him it cooks better that way.
Yeah. Or I could, better yet, tell him cooking on about 80 degrees.
Yeah.
Let's cook it low and slow. About 80 degrees. That'd be perfect. So we'll kind of have we'll have a heartbeat up there. We won't be there. But, this is a fun contest. It's a bragging rights only contest, and all the money that's raised goes to Atlanta's Love Foundation. That's one of the better foundations in Chattanooga. Of course, the Webster family is a big part of that, is the biggest part of that. And they've done a great job with that.
Yeah.
Sean Cosby and I were up there, I guess 4 years ago we cooked it. I think it was 4 years ago he and I cooked up there. And
this is my third year.
Yeah, we had a great time. Man, it's a good location. And what's nice about it, Pete, the women can come up and they give them free tours of Ruby Falls. The families get to go up there and go through. Yeah, have you been through Ruby Falls, Pete?
I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's pretty neat. And Hugh's done a great job up there. Hugh Morrow, just a super fella.
Yeah,
And
he's a nice guy.
yeah, it's going to be a great contest.
Billy, hey, I got a question for you. So are you changing anything up from your normal, what you use? I know Michael's doing the ribs, but what you normally doing, you're cooking your butts. Is there anything special or different? Judges here, you've been there 3 years in a row. Do they judge different? Do they like sweeter? Do they like that? Or is that something you're factoring in?
Well, they bring in usually, like Steve does, somebody in the food industry from local, some restaurant guy, food writer, food critic, something like that. So there's always different judges, but they're always in the food industry.
Okay.
So it's kind of interesting. They're not really a KCBS judge, so you're not stuck to that, overpowering flavor. You can kind of cook a backyard rib for them or whatever, and they, probably love it.
There you go.
So you'll be judged fairly, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's always nice. So they're not using the janitor from the Lookout Mountain School and the preacher from the Presbyterian Church and the and the little lady from the garden club up on Lookout Mountain.
On the wing competition last year, they had the basketball players from the Mox team. So
and you won that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well,
I gotta defend that.
Oh, I love it.
First place.
I love it.
Then I got a second and a third place trophy on ribs, so I gotta get that first.
You're knocking on the door, buddy. This is your year. This is Q Crew's year.
Yeah.
That
Scott Stace and Steve last year, we was 2 points behind them on reserve grand champion. So I think our port killed us on that. So we're knocking on the door for everybody this year.
Every hog finds an acorn every now and then. So Michael's under a lot of pressure to step up that rib game, isn't he?
Yep.
I don't know anybody practice ribs any more than he does, so he ought to be good at it.
Yeah, I think he's got it down. I think I can.
He racks the ribs as he's cooked, because every time you look on Facebook on, Sunday morning or Saturday morning, it's I'm cooking these ribs, and I
have confidence in him.
They ought to be perfect. They should be perfect by now. Now he's coming off a sixth place placing down there in at Alabama in the last
well down there.
Yeah. So they got a sixth place in chicken and a sixth place in ribs out of 22 teams.
Yeah, so there's some good teams down there in Alabama. I know that.
Any of you other guys are listening that's going to be up there, you better look out for Billy and Michael.
Yep.
I'm telling you what, they got that and plus you've got the show karma too going on right now, Yep. When you do the show on Wednesday, it just sticks with you all weekend.
There you go.
Man, I can't wait for you. I wish I could go up there and watch you guys, Billy. So you're loading in Friday at 4.
Yeah.
And they'll give you the meat and you'll put it in there. You probably won't do anything with it until the next day.
No.
So what's your cook schedule going to be? That's a long day, man, before you have to turn in.
Yeah. Cooking on drums, they cook fairly quick. So, it's going to be mid-morning for you to put a pork butt on. Probably 11:30 or 11:30, between 11 and 12 on ribs, so. And then wing turns in at 12. So
okay. So it gives you plenty of time to do your wings.
Yeah.
And then it gives you plenty of time to do your butts and your ribs.
Now doing the wings same way I've always done them. I'm using it on my charcoal grill, and I'm using my secret seasoning from last year. So
I know what that is. I'm not saying. Are you gonna do you do when you do them on your charcoal grill? You just do them like just cook them on charcoal, or do you do it like you do a two-step, cook them on one side with the charcoal on the other side, Billy? Or are you doing it
on my grill? I can raise the charcoal up and down, so I kind of keep them on the top rack. It's kind of keeps it away from the heat, so it's kind of a low and slow deal. I'll keep a 2-zone. I'll keep a cool side in case I got to move them.
Yeah.
But I don't really want them getting charred. I like crisping them up, kind of almost like a fried chicken.
You know, Steve Davidson cooks, our buddy, he cooks wings. He smokes them all the time.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he sells them, sells a ton of them. And I did that. Were you there, Pete, when I did that on the Franklin? When we did those wings, I just smoked them.
No.
I tried it like that. I just, you know, I've done wings, you know, I've smoked them and then fried them, smoked them, then put them on the grill. But I just got some and just smoked them, took them up to about 175, 180.
Yeah.
And well, they were good.
I actually think I was there for those. Now that I think about it,
You know, they
You're
were a lot
right.
more, they were a lot more tender than
Yeah.
than just grilling them, I thought.
you know, they turned out really well.
Yeah.
I get confused in the big wings when we cooked them on the Carolina hog cooker. That was a lot of wings.
Yeah, but that was over direct heat too.
Yeah.
That wasn't slow.
Yep.
So that was that smoking those wings, I like that.
Yeah, I remember now. You just flipped them one time,
Yeah.
and that was it. And they turned out really, really well.
Yeah, they've turned out good. Man, I love chicken wing. Ain't nothing about a chicken wing I don't like. I like them.
Yeah.
And you know, we've got Harrison works at the station. You know Harrison, Billy. He's
Yeah.
my wing connoisseur. You know, he's that 38-year-old guy that watches ESPN and ESPN2. He only needs 2 channels. And he's got his gambling site on his phone, and that's his life. And then he eats chicken wings when he's not watching ESPN2 and his gambling site. He lives on chicken wings. I've never seen a guy could eat chicken wings like that. Have you, Pete?
No,
We make them. We make them
sure
on Saturday. He gobbles them down. And I make them extra. And I put them in the freezer. You know, if I make him a steak, barbecue, and put it in the refrigerator, he'll forget it. You make him chicken wings. He puts the wings in the container, or I put the wings in the container. And I put it in the refrigerator. And he'll put his car keys on the container, so he won't forget them. So because he knows he has to get his car keys to go home. So that's how much he loves chicken wings. But he likes anybody's chicken wings. And I do too. I love chicken wings. Well, I wish I could be up there, Billy. That sounds like a lot of fun.
making me
It's
hungry.
always a fun event.
I know. Boy, that's a long day. You'll be up there over 24 hours.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
It's all fun. I enjoy it.
Ruby Falls doesn't have like a little room y'all could put a cot in and catch them?
They stick us down in the cave, I guess.
Yeah. Cave. I spent the night in what's the cave up in Sweetwater?
Sweetwater.
What's that? The hidden
Oh yeah.
what is that thing? The Hidden Lake or the Lost Sea? Lost Sea.
Lost Sea, yeah.
Yeah. When Sarah was a little girl, we had a little Indian princess thing, and the dads and all the little girls spent the night in the Lost Sea, and that was miserable.
That's a very, very different place. I'll tell you. We went and the power went out. They had something going on with their power. And, you know, when you're down in that cave as far as it is and you lose all your lights, I mean, you don't move. You don't walk. You don't do anything. You just sit there and hope, oh, my God.
As black as it gets right there.
That is.
Yep.
Well, you gotta imagine that and then laying in a sleeping bag in mud because it's all wet. It's wet down there. The mud never dries out.
Yep.
And it's miserable. I mean, it's miserable. It's awful. I would have paid $1,000 for a motel room that night. But the kids had fun. That's all that matters. But that's the Lost Sea. It is Ruby Falls. Ruby Falls is on Lookout Mountain.
Yep.
It's when I think the story of the little guy. What is? Do you know the story of that, Billy? As a kid,
he was stuck his head through a hole or something and found the caverns, and then he went. I think he continued on and found the falls, and then I think he bought the property and then turned it into named it after his wife.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
and then you got Ruby Falls, which is pretty cool. It's one of those iconic southern tourist stops.
Yeah,
You know, if you remember, I don't know when you went through it, but they told us that one time there was a bar down there, that they had a bar in there and people were drinking their liquor and drinking it and saying it was watered down. They weren't getting drunk. They weren't, just kept drinking. But when they got out, when they went out, they were passing out because alcohol doesn't affect you at that level like it does when you get at a higher level. Now they
I
told
never
us
heard
a
that.
story in there, and I, whether it's true or not, that's a story they told when I was there.
Bill, you'll have to ask you Saturday.
Yeah, I'm about to ask about that.
He'll know the whole history of that place. That would be kind of fun to go down there and have a bar. Put you some run a little cable TV down there and put you on ESPN, ESPN2. I think that's all you need, and chicken wings. So check in at 4. What do y'all do Friday night?
Just hang out, drink beer.
Talk.
Yep.
Talk Scott
to the
Chase.
team. He don't show up till Saturday morning.
Oh, so he doesn't. Will Davidson be there Friday night?
I think they may come in set up Friday, maybe.
Go home and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
A
be
lot of teams do. There's a few teams that stay overnight. So.
Well, good. Well, all the money goes to a good cause, Billy.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you're competing up there. You make sure you and Michael do us proud. Bring that hardware back to the Owl's Nest barbecue family.
Yeah, enjoy it. That was my first event I ever entered, so I think I'll continue as long as they do it. I'll probably do it.
Cooking barbecue is great fun, and cooking for your family is fun. And I tell people all the time, it's just every time I feel like every time you cook barbecue, you become part of American history because it is America's food.
Yeah.
And, it's the food that we can claim. And, but I tell you, when you cook food for your family and, mom and them or everybody's around eating it, cousins, everybody, and they're eating your free food. And then they tell you, oh, this is the greatest barbecue I ever had. Yeah. And it's probably good. But until you put that food in a little styrofoam box and give it to 3, 4, 5, 6 people that you don't know.
Yeah.
And then you got to stand in front of them, then they judge it.
Yeah.
And then they give the results. It can be either euphoria or it can be quite humbling.
And then you get that trophy, then you're hooked.
Yeah. Then you that's usually when you go out and buy that big 35-inch or 35-foot barbecue tray with the porch on the back. Said, I did so good cooking out of my tent. I need a $16,000 trailer to done. I'll come in first all the time.
Well, that's what I figured out. Them big rigs don't matter. I was worried about that. They come pulling in. You're like, man, I'm here in my little tent. Here they come at $30,000 trailer. I ain't got no chance.
The judges have
smoking.
The judges have no idea what you cooked on.
They don't know what you're cooking on. That's it.
All right. Well, Billy, good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now let's talk about something really important here. We're going to talk about the store. Pete, you were gone all week. When you came back, you saw the good job that Sean did in the back room.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Pellets and getting all the pellets in and straightened out. All the grills put together.
Yeah, the grills put together. We've gotten, that was thanks to Sean and Josh. Josh really pitched in too. And Ron did too. We were slow a couple weeks ago one day, and they went back there and they put together, I think, 4 or 5 grills. But we have got them put together and they are ready. We've got all the accessories, everything Green Mountain's got. We've got, and the old college or the old country barbecue pit line that we've got, offsets, gravity feeds, and the little cheap charcoal cookers. They're ready. They're all put together. The only thing you got to do is bring a truck and bring some straps, and we'll help you load them. And you can get a grill. And honest to goodness, if you live a half hour from the store, you'll be cooking in an hour and a half. It's just that easy. Fellas, the pellet grills are easy to use, and you will love owning a Green Mountain grill. I assure you. There's just nothing easier to use, nothing more efficient. If you want good food and you don't want to worry about tending a fire, if you just want to concentrate on the food, excuse me, that's what you should buy is a Green Mountain grill.
Yeah,
and we've got the complete line at the store too. We'll be open until 5 all through the week, and of course Saturday we're open until 4. And Pete, excuse me, I got a tickle in my throat. What am I forgetting, Pete?
Well,
I think
I think you've covered pretty much everything. It's just the one thing is you know, you talked about all these grills for everybody, different price ranges. You also, I think, have the availability for somebody if they want to finance, right?
yeah, flex buy.
Flex buy. So
We sure do have
you
flex
know,
buy.
looking at the Franklin smoker, you know, you're up in a lot of money, or you know, even if they want to finance a Green Mountain Grill when you're up, you know, $1,000 or whatever, they can attempt to do that there and fill out the paperwork and you know help somebody get one that they might not get another way.
You can fill out the application right on your phone. We'll go to the app, and it's between you and them. And they what they do, you apply, and they're like a little brokerage firm. They'll send your app to like 30 different banks, and the best deal comes back. You pick the best deal. It's between you and the bank. It works out great. Nobody knows anything about your credit, about your score, about your situation, except you and the bank. And it's really a good way if you want to get something. Say again, you know, Pete and Billy, say if you got like a bonus coming up, you know, like a lot of guys over at the bakery, they'll use it. They get a big a bonus once a year. And if you're a month or two out, and you know the money's coming, you know, you don't have to wait. You can get it, and it costs you very little in interest, very little. So we've got that tool for you there too. All right, Billy, good luck to you.
Good luck, Billy.
All right, make sure you guys bring on that trophy to the family. All right.
Oh yeah, we're gonna try.
I'm really feeling good for you, Billy.
I'm feeling it too. I feel good this year.
I'm really feeling it. All right, Pete, let's get out of here. No David Bosca's show tonight. He's having technical difficulties, but we'll see y'all. Don't forget, we'll see you at the store. Come on out and see us. Don't forget, on Tuesday, April 23rd, that is when the Owl's Nest Barbecue hot dog stand opens. We'll be open all summer, and we look forward to seeing you out there. We'll have hot dogs, and we'll have pulled pork and our brisket sandwiches, and they'll be rolling out the door. I promise you, it's good stuff at good prices. Billy, good luck to you. Pete, let's get out of here, and we'll see y'all Saturday at the store, if not before.
Go back.